So Molecules to Market, program by Portfolio Planning Plus. Today we welcome again Mr. Ashok Sinha, a specialist in cost estimating. And you can actually find the profile of Ashok on our platform where he introduces himself. And we want today go through a presentation about cost estimating software that Mr. Ashok Sinha has been developing. So I will now, I'm now handing over to you, Ashok, to introduce your software. And yeah, now we have the view on your presentation. So please, the floor is yours.
Hi, good morning, Nicole and Umi, and the Portfolio Plus, to giving me this opportunity to really showcase what the software have been developed by me, and it is on our website, Portfolio PP Plus. So that is what we are having here. If I will tell about this cost estimating, as you see the name here is cost estimating at your fingertips. It's a very, it itself is a very unusual name. You won't find any software name like this. Maybe very few. But if you read at the bottom, it says this software is designed for owners, decision makers, chief executive officers, and higher management. By saying, I mean to say, what happens, this is the first slide which I would like to really talk more about that. Because, we have got maybe hundreds of cost estimating software, but most of the cost estimating software are for AACE Class 321 cost estimate. Means at a very detailed level. But the point becomes, decision to select and execute a project is being done in the boardroom by the decision makers. So this is the reason. That is why this software is here, which is meant only for decision makers, chief executive officer, owners who make decisions in selection of the project, which project to execute. So that's the reason this software is here. Another thing, I tell you one thing, there is a lot of cost estimating software in the world. But as I said, is a unique one, and I consider this is one of the first of its kind. Only one software you can call it near to that is the Aspen K-Base. But for this, you require a lot of electronic document as a input, which is not possible at the boardroom to start a project with. So that's the reason we consider this as a very a specific and unique software. So let's go to the next one. What is the problem? As I was explaining you, if I go for the next slide, if you see here, the problem is managing a business, especially when managing budgets, mitigating risk, and making crucial decisions is no easy feat. The long and tiresome computations are like steering a hornet net. Because, all the owners, not most, all the owners in the world have got limited fund, limited budget. They cannot really, they cannot, if they go to the market, take the money, it costs a lot. So it is very important that you are able to select the right project with the right budget within the portfolio budget which you're having. So that's the reason this is the problem, how it can be solved. If you look at here, we are presenting through this software, we are presenting an effective solution, perhaps first of its kind, a very niche software that can significantly reduce the workload of decision makers, chief executive officer, and higher management, and automate your process to arrive at the most appropriate cost estimate for your project is a need in today's industrial world. Because if you don't have a good budget, means, if you don't have the right budget, if the project is over budgeted, we are holding the money. If it is under budgeted, we are going to the market to have more money, or project is left halfway. So This is a new software that can help your tedious task to bring and present a reliable and quality cost estimate for your project. It will generate precise project cost estimate in merely seconds. But when I'm coming to you, if you're looking at here, selecting a project for education, there are three major fundamentals. The three major decision-making factors are basically in any project world is project schedule, project budget, and project objective. And if you recall, any project, any activity in your life starts with the budget. How much money you have got. When you complete the project, you say, hey, how we have done it, how much money we have spent it, overspent, underspent. That decides the KPI, your performance indicator of your budget. So every project starts with the budget and finishes with the budget. Nobody asks how much time it takes. People ask, hey, how much $1 million is going to take it? And so can we afford it or not? So your right number is a very, very important number, which is very important for all the owners because they are investing money. Only the owners, and they invest the money. Now, it's very important that the problem becomes what is happening today. Intuition, when we are sitting in the boardroom, either the board of directors are guessing the cost or asking their managers, hey, go to the boardroom, go to your drawing room and ask for the cost estimate. But I will try to tell you, if you go for guesswork, it is due to lack of time, lack of data, lack of an expert team. But again, I would like to tell you, this cost estimate is not only to make the estimate, but it is also an estimate, it is also software, is to change the way you, the owner, think and act currently about the cost estimation. It is the way this software also introduces a way how you think about about making a cost estimate. Currently, most of the people are just guessing. But the point becomes, this gives you a platform whereby you are able to really change your thinking, change your mind, change the way you currently do the cost estimation. Do you select the budget? And this is another advantage of this one. So major takeoff is here, you change your thinking. The thinking has to be changed by the owners. Today's world is based on data and communication. This software is based on complete data, reliable data, based on the experience by experienced cost estimators and validated everywhere. And communication, this software is so quick to communicate your cost estimate and results that will be awesome. So coming back to this slide, if you see, there are only two ways people are doing. Either you do the guesswork or you ask managers. As I said, guesswork is due to lack of time, lack of data, lack of expert team. But if you go for ask your managers, what happens? So the managers go to their room, to their office. They ask. They require 2 or 3 weeks time to make an estimate, a reliable estimate, even class 5 or 4. Then, obviously, if you ask the managers, they have to spend the money spent in hiring and maintaining a full team of cost estimator and cost engineers. Also, these guys, they are not able to, they may not be able to say your budget during phases, because every project is executed under various phases, like prelim engineering, concept optimization, feasibility study, feed detail engineering, and so on and so forth. So even if you have cost estimators, in 2-3 weeks time, it may not be possible to really spell out the budget in a rightful bucket for various phases of the project. But this cost estimate gives you. These are the hurdles of getting the really right result at the budget point, at the decision making point. So what happens if you compare what is the current status? If the manager go to their office and ask their estimator to make the estimate, it requires 2 to 3 weeks of time period. Whereas in our cost estimating software, we get the results in 60 seconds. Just feed the cost of the equipment and you get all cost distribution for the various phases, various types of cost centers, you get it. Whether it money is spent, now second point, when you are going to the managers, there is money just spent in hiring and maintaining a full team of cost estimate engineers. Here, you don't hire. You can save cost up to not only 50%, even 90%, because you are paying only fraction of money. With just by $250 US dollars per month, you can make 9 estimates. So imagine the cost difference. Budget during phases. As I said in the last slide, budget during phases, this lacks cost distribution in various phases of project. But whereas if you look at here, you require a budget distribution by phase under various cost heads. Not only phase, what is your project management? What is your financing cost? What is our engineering cost? Various phases of engineering cost. So and so forth. There's a lot of cost factor. What is the civil works? What is the subcontract? What is your what you call it? Basically, the bulk material cost. What is your installation cost of bulk material? What is the installation cost of equipment? You all get from this software just within seconds. Then now this is a fact. Numbers are only as good as quality of engineers and estimators of a team. It is true. In today's world, it is very challenging being faced about the quality of results. You can hire a cost estimator of 5 years experience. Definitely they lack quality because they lack experience. But this software has been developed by the estimator, cost engineer, who has been working for last 45, 50 years as a cost engineer all across the globe. So it can be quality of a cost estimate will depend upon the quality of cost estimator. And if you are having 5 years or 10 years, 7 years experience cost estimator, they will not be able to bring the quality, not because of them, but because it requires an experience. Second thing becomes lack consistency, since prepared by different cost estimators and engineers. Suppose I make a cost estimate, even with 45, 50 years experience, and another cost estimator of my same experience, they make the estimate next to me, there will be difference in some cost, at least 2, 3, 4, 5%. There might be difference in the your distribution of the cost under various phases and various cost head. So basically, these challenges are being faced by the quality of the result, which is being solved by our software. So this is what you are saying. Numbers are only as good as quality of engineers and estimators of a team. Here, if you look at here, our software eliminates human error because every data and cost factors are designed based on the experience, a real-time experience, and really validated through various executed projects. Lacks consistency since prepared by different cost estimator? No, because this is one software, one method, one cost factor. So get results in customizable template that stays consistent. You make one estimate, same estimate you make after 10 days or 15 days or 1 month, this will remain the same. So that is a big advantage. So we are able to really, counter the challenge of the quality of results that is being faced today. And if you look at here, now a lot of people, now what I mean to say, a lot of young cost estimator, they lack the knowledge of the cost investment for execution of the project. They make an estimate, but what phases requires how much investment is not known. Similarly, lack of appropriate idea of fund requirements to start a project at any given phase of the project, because every project is being executed in various phases. So, what is the cost allocated for the various phases? One part, and how much minimum fund you require to start a project? Because normally, in any project we spend around 1.5% of the total budget to start a project. Prelim engineering required maybe 3 to 4% of the total project cost. This, unless until people are having this knowledge, the cost engineers are having this knowledge, you will not have good project management, you will not have a good budget idea, how much money is required to really start a project. So that's the reason. Lack of knowledge on the cost of investment for execution of project. Get cost estimate to execute the project. Under various phases, you are getting this distribution. Lack of pre-prepared idea of fund requirements to start a project. How our estimate software solves. Get cost breakdown by phases that is customized to your project. This software also not only gives a standard cost breakdown, you can customize your estimate. Suppose, for example, this software is based on project management figure of say the 12%, but you believe in your project it is only 8%. You can customize it. This software is say prepared at the financing cost of 5%, but you believe you don't require financing cost, or you can get the financing only at 2% or 12%. You can change it. Similarly, you can select because for any project execution, you don't need all phases of engineering. You may require only initiating phase. You may require only feasibility studies. You require detail engineering. You may require detail engineering by external contractor. You may require detail engineering by owner. All sorts of things are, you can select whatever you need. Do you require painting for your project or not? Civil works, you can select. You may not require any road construction. It is only extension of project. Fine. You can select. So you can customize it. The point becomes here, that is the customizing means, it is not a really one, it is suppose $100, $1 million the cost of the equipment, so it becomes $4 million. No, you customize it, may become 3.5, may become 4.5, depends upon. Suppose you have got some brownfield project in which you have to really do some what you call demolition. Yes, you can put the factor for demolition. You can select the factor. You have got some margin money. When a project is started, when first 3 months, a margin money is required. And that costs money. It is also, you can put the number of money by percentages, you can put it there. So you know upfront everything, how much margin money you will require for this project. Now, coming back to the next slide, if you look at here, so there is a demonstration which is scheduled for a public demonstration in the next in our next podcast, which we'll be giving as per Nicholas and Uwe. We'll make it later on. Now, coming to the after, if you look at here, now problem becomes here as stated earlier. This, if I can summarize it, when I say especially designed for management, to be honest with you, you can have your project cost estimate before your coffee is ready to sell. Cost per month of software subscription is less than a family dinner at a nice restaurant. You are having, suppose you want to have the subscription of one unit, say refinery, for a month. It costs you only US $250 for 9 estimates. And there is a different, it is a monthly, it is a 6 monthly, it is yearly, it is a 2 yearly subscription. You can have one project, one unit, you can have all the units. Everything has got different cost. This is basically, as per AACI, this software gets the accurate high-level class 5 or class 5 project cost estimates in seconds. You will like to say, oh, come on, how you are saying that is class 5? I will tell you, I'm currently working in a power plant, and idea of preparing this software came in my mind in 2019 during COVID time, when my management asked, oh, they want a high-level class 5, class 4 estimates, around 30, 40 estimates in a span of hardly 10 days or 15 days. I say it's not possible. Then I decided to create something based on my knowledge, and you will be surprised to know whatever tool was developed, a mini software was developed in 2019, still it is being worked in this power plant company. And this power plant company is the largest power plant in a province in Canada. And trust me, for last 7-8 years, that is the only tool the management is really using for deciding their class 5 estimate at the start of the project. So you are getting a right project cost estimate, provide best financial result. Now, suppose you have got a really very good cost estimate, then your financing result, like your internal rate of return is good. Net payback period is really workable. So these are really good, gives a good financial result, best financial result. Not only this, these best financial results are as per which is expected to really stand with the result at the end of the project. But I mean to say, these results will be so accurate that when you complete your project, still your internal rate of return and payback period and all those things will remain the same. What you have found out at the start of the project. The last point becomes here, dear friends, please do not guess project cost. Guessing the project cost is extremely dangerous. You are guessing means you don't know. Every project is unique by itself. People say, oh, I've done this project there in Malaysia, and why not I can do in India? No, Malaysia infrastructure is different. Their productivity is different and than what is in India. What I mean to say, don't just take it as given. There's a location factor. A lot of things are there, so don't guess it. Even within the same plant, in the same unit, you have done something about 2 years back, but you are changing an MCC, but you are going to change another MCC after 2 years. You said, oh, I've changed the MCC. But constraint in changing one MCC was different than what you are having a constraint in changing another MCC. Changing whatever the compressor you changed earlier at some location within the same plant, now the constraints have changed. So you can customize the estimate as per your constraint, as per your requirement. Similarly, this provides breakdown of cost estimate by project phases in various cost components, as I said earlier. Cost per month of software subscription is less than FMD dinner, all those things. Oh, sorry, it came same. So then comes to the next one. Next one is, how do you feel about a cost estimating software developed by an engineer with MBA and 50 years of post-graduation experience in various industries across the globe and working experience as a project cost estimator, project control specialist, and project engineer and construction engineer? I'm basically a mechanical engineer, and I've done an MBA with the finance specialization from one of the best institutes in India. Having said this thing, I've been working all across the globe as not only a project cost estimator, as a project controls also. That also gives an idea how your cost estimator functioning, project engineer, and construction engineer. I worked almost in all industries, which includes oil and gas, refineries, petrochemicals, chemicals, pharmaceuticals, LNG or GNL, infrastructure projects, civil and building projects, conventional power plants, nuclear power plant, and many more. And the value range of those projects range from $10 billion to $9 billion Canadian dollar. So if you look at here, based on this thing demo, you can see how really big advantage you are getting just spending $250 per month for 9 estimates. But you are getting a reliable cost estimate, a reliable budget, and a reliable investment opportunity. That's all I wanted to share with you in this podcast. Any question?
Thank you, Ashok. So actually, we have been very impressed by the simplicity of the solution you are offering. This Archit Business Solutions, named after your son, your deceased son. Yeah, you're paying a tribute to. So. Well, I believe we had decided, as you mentioned, to split this demonstration, that you first do this introductory presentation, and then in a later stage we will do a live session, so that people can really capture how your software is working and how is it to use it. So I think. We will have this very interesting interactive session with people that will attend the demo.
Surely people will have a question, to be honest with you, because as I told you last time, Nicole, this is not only a software. This is changing the mind of the people the way currently think. Currently, people think, oh, just guess it. The message here is don't guess it. Today's world is based on data and communication. Rely on data, rely on communication. Communication by easy communication, a transparent communication, a communication which you can control. Because by customization, Nicole and Uwe, you are controlling your project budget. You know what you need to do it. You can also apply your project control tools and parameter like SPI, CPI, and everything by really making good cost estimate by phase, because project is executed by phase. I agree with you, and I'm ready to answer all the questions during the public demonstration. I may not be able to answer 100% question, but I will try my best, because a lot of questions might be difficult, I know, but I'm sure we can handle together. We as a team from our PP Plus, portfolio PP Plus is a really great platform. Interact with the people, and we are ready to serve the people, support the people. Imagine one thing which I would like to tell to both of you. I think this was not known, but suppose you are buying for refinery for $250 for 1 month, you are making 9 estimates. Imagine, and these estimates only you can see. These estimates cannot be seen by even by me, though I'm the owner of software. It will be your property, the property of those guys. It is very confidentiality are maintained, and you can print out. So that is what I would like to say.
That is a very important aspect. I was just going to raise that question, is the confidentiality of the data. And we will see this in the demonstration. And as you described and you mentioned the refinery project, that is exactly what we're doing right now. We're having a parallel podcast and a parallel project of setting up a refinery in India. And that's where we want to work with your software to do the cost estimations, demonstrating the capabilities of your software and integrating it as much as possible into our platform. I believe your approach and your philosophy will work very nicely with the PP Plus philosophy, and we can offer a roundup package to the community base. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We are a team, to be honest with you. We should, I am very sure we have to help. I'm ready to help all of our team. We are a team. We have to make business. And there's, as Sanjay Gupta said, there's no free lunch. Yes, this is not a free lunch, but they will help us. We will help them. 100% true about it. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was the closing statement for this session. So this has been Molecules to Market, a program by Portfolio Planning Plus. And once again, we invite everyone to hit the like button, to subscribe to our channels, to share this episode, and also make sure to register on the Portfolio Planning Plus platform and to be present when we will do the live session, where viewers guests will be able to ask questions to Mr. Ashok Sinha on his Archit Solutions, Business Solutions software for cost estimating.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. See you soon again.
See you soon. Okay. Thank you.